Make it make fucking sense. Now, quickly. Hey y'all, this is your girl Lala, aka the baddest woman on YouTube, and I'm here for another vlog. FYI, my New York vlog is out right now. If you are new to my channel, hey, how y'all doing? Welcome aboard. Welcome to Lala's Empire. So, as you can see, yesterday I just came back from New York. Literally just came back. And now I'm about to go ahead and get an oil change done because, you know when... Okay, so the way my Hyundai Sonata is set up, and anybody who has a Hyundai Sonata or a Elantra, your car will beep at you, let you know, like, okay, it's about that time to get that oil change. Literally, when I came back and I had to drive, I think I drove to like go get some Starbucks, whatever. My car literally beeped. Was like beep beep. 1 day left. I said, oh yeah, it's time for me to go get that oil change. So I'm doing it now. Ooh, granted, I got up like around 8:45. Well, I got up to use the bathroom, but I went back and sleep. And I didn't go back and sleep. I went back to start, how they say, doom scrolling on social media. So that's what I did. And then like hit up like let me see, let me close this bag because it's open. Let me start that. And then I think my mom came in my room because she wanted me to not only pick up her prescription from Walgreens and also wanted to go to Lidl. So I'm going to do that after my oil change. It's on top of that, one thing I learned when it comes to getting my oil change, but I've been through this. After you get your oil change, you got to drive around. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'll just drive, drive to go get my oil change done. Drive from getting my oil change done. Drive, I have to drive to go to get my mom's prescription, then drive to go to Lidl to go shop, and I'll probably stop by like Dunkin' Donuts or something like that, or Starbucks, whatever floats my boat. Well, I'll probably stop by Dunkin' Donuts because that's like the next stop after I go to Lidl. So, and then not only that, this is gadget I had that I got a long time ago, but I used it like probably once or twice. I probably used it on my car, but it didn't fit. It's one of those magnetic tripods that you can stick on when you're filming content. So I'll probably use that, when I go shop at Lidl and stuff like that. Okay, this person driving hell slow. But anywho, so yesterday, I want to go ahead and address this situation real quick because one thing I thought I mentioned, I'm not tolerating no fucking weird shit. I wasn't tolerating weird shit last year. I wasn't tolerating weird shit the year before that. Apparently, I posted some pictures of me in New York. I posted it on my Facebook because I had like 30 something pictures. I posted it, and somebody who I don't know what happened because I understand life be life in, but we'll still find a way to like still keep in contact with each other or something like that. One person randomly not walk, but ran to my comments like, oh, you gotta let me know the next time you come to New York. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, has she not watched my videos that I don't play when it comes to that fucking pop-up shit? Like, if I'm somewhere, if I went to New York or I went somewhere else, why would you come up to me talking about, oh, I should let you know when I come back out? That's not my responsibility. And then on top of that, we barely didn't have that much contact with each other. So at first, I went ahead and said, okay. I responded in the comment, was like, bet. I even liked the comment. But something told me deep down inside, let me go check Shorty's profile, right? While I check her profile, she has not been posted. The last time she posted on Facebook was in 2024, last year. And that's only when people was telling her happy birthday. So I'm like, yo, the math is not mathing. The math was not mathing. I say, okay, You gotta be one of those motherfuckers that just like fucking snoop around people's pages to see what they got going on. But you thought in your mind, because I was out there in New York and I didn't tell you nothing, and you saw I was having a good old time, you want me to let you know that I'm coming back to New York. That's not how that shit works. Because once upon a time, not long ago, I used to let people know, um, like what I got going on and this, that, and the third. And not a lot of people bit the bait. This time, I only let 3 people know who was in New York that I was there. So how do you think that I let 4 people know that I was coming to New York. Only one person hung out with me, which that's fine, because the other 3, they had a lot of stuff going on, and which that's okay. Life be life, it is understood. Um, so if I didn't tell you that I was coming to New York, and you saw I was posting pictures and everything like that, why do you think it's gonna be my responsibility to let you know I was coming to New York? That shit did not add up to me. And the way I feel right now, like a lot of times that I was giving my energy to X, Y, and Z, and I was not getting that shit reciprocated back. I was like, no. That's the reason why in 2021, why I freaking snapped and started blocking people. So it's like, damn, when I come back from New York, I had to go ahead and block somebody. And then on top of that, we barely wasn't communicating like that. Like, it was like here, there communication, but somehow the communication fell off. So I was just like, I guess, with me, it's no beef. It's just like, I feel like I grew out of a lot of people. And it's like, okay, it was just giving like weird vibes. Like, you waited till when I posted this shit. There was a time I went to New York in 2022 and I posted it in New York. I was in New York. She never commented then, so I was just like, you know what? If it gets weird, leave me alone. And I just went ahead and blocked her. So that's what I wanted to address. I wanted to address that situation real quick. Cause I'm like, ain't no way that if I didn't tell you I was coming to New York, you're gonna want to hit me up you're gonna want to put that in the comments. Make fucking sense now, quickly. Now there was some people when I was back here, I let them know, like my mom, because she lives with me, my sister. That's what emergency purposes. So if anything was problem, I probably let like probably one, two, probably like 3 people know, probably like 4. But probably 4, like 5, like a good 6, like probably 6 people. I let them know I was going to New York. But everybody else did not know until when they saw me post some pictures. And they're going to know now because I just posted up a reel and my vlog all today. So it's along the lines like, please do not be on that weird type of time with me, because I'm not going to tolerate it. I don't got time. I don't have the patience nor the fucking speed. Because now that's why I kept saying, I would say last month, and matter of fact, I even told it to my therapist. I said, I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to go back to my old ways. At first, I was scared because I knew how I was in my old ways when I was cutting people off, and it was not pretty. I had people hitting me up on folks' behalf that I fucking blocked, like that was their fucking lawyer. I had folks hitting me up on some, did you unfriend me? 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, y'all didn't even think of me, so why you press now? Let's make it make sense. No. And I start noticing, like, yo, it's given that y'all wanted me just as a placeholder. I'm not doing that. Please rot in hell. Leave me the fuck alone. But yeah, that's all I wanted to address. So now I can go ahead to get my oil change now. All right, y'all. So I made it to get my oil change done. Most likely I had to stop by the post office because I wanted to get me like a form to get my passport renewed. And there was forms, so I just picked up multiple just in case if I messed up. But one of the clerk was like, "Hey, you can renew it online." And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "How?" And then she gave me the website, and then even though I got the forms, and then I came over here straight here to get my oil change. So right now I'm just here waiting as we speak. So I'll come back to see to let y'all know what's the outcome. Cause next we gotta go to Walgreens and then go straight to Lidl. All right, y'all. So I just finished getting my oil change. For some reason, mind you, I've been going to this mechanic for the longest. Sir Auto Care. For some reason, I thought it was gonna take long, but it didn't. So kudos to that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and hold on, just to see everything, because your girl tall, but I gotta make sure if I can reach too. I'm not tall because I'm like 5'7", but still. Okay, so I'm trying to see what's the fastest way to get to the Walgreens that my mom usually goes to. I probably will just have to go through here and call it a day. But yeah, today, like I was talking to Angel, she's the clerk for the mechanic place I go to, and she was like, she asked me if did I drive to New York, because she asked me did I drive, but I think she meant to ask me did I drive to New York. I was like, oh no no no, girl, I flew. And she asked about the weather. I could tell you, like, the weather in New York was like, it was gloomy, but I was like, I can't complain because when I left here, it was hot as fuck. So I was like, yo, give me all the cold weather. But for some reason, like, there was certain parts, like, I ended up leaving. I haven't, like, the last time I think y'all saw me wearing my jeans jacket was when I believe it was that Saturday. But that, I would say even when I came in, I did not have on my jeans jacket. I think even that, I don't think Friday did I have on my jeans jacket? I don't think so because I had on only a hoodie, and that's the hoodie. The hoodie covered me up, like because all my hoodies. Because my mother was like, she wanted me to wear. She wanted me to take my leather jacket. I was like, no, I'm going to burn. So luckily I didn't. The only time you probably saw me in my jeans jacket was that Saturday and that Sunday before I left New York, because the weather was weathering. I'm not even gonna hold you. And then my mom told me, she immediately called me, was like, do not don't change your clothes because the temperature was gonna drop. Because for some reason out here in Georgia there was a tornado warning. And it was like, a shit ton of rain. And then it even rained when my mom came by and picked me up. But let me tell y'all what happened when I came back. When I touched down to Georgia, I don't know if they had the heat on in the airport, or it was the humidity from the rain. But the outfit I had on, it was like an all black, like 2-piece sweatsuit outfit. When I tell you I was burning up, I was like, it was to the point like I was getting aggravated because one, the only thing I ate was breakfast before I left the airport. Before I left, at the airport in New York. Now, mind y'all, let me tell y'all something. The hell? Oh, that was my phone. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If you know you taking an early flight, please get there on time. Please get there early than usual, and not even an early flight, a flight in general. You know what time your flight leaves. Get there early as possible. Even if you end up like you have to wait a certain time to check in your bag, please do that. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I went in two situations. Well, when I got to the airport, because what I did was my flight was at 11. I decided, because I was still like up like around 11, when it hit midnight, I went and and got in the shower, got dressed, and started packing my shit. And I mean all my shit. So then I went ahead, went back and sleep, and woke up the specific time that my alarm went off. So I made sure I weighed my suitcase again. It was like, under 50 pounds, thank God. And then I went downstairs to the hotel lobby. The reason why I wanted to leave early so bad, because that Sunday when I was wanting to go take pictures, it was like the lobby. I think when I went that Sunday, I think it was like 9 something, 10 something. I wanted to go get me something to eat for breakfast. When I tell you that lobby was packed, that lobby was fucking packed with mad people. Like it was like a whole lobby rush. That's why when y'all see on my vlog that you see me taking pictures, I had to wait till later on when I came back from getting lunch, getting lunch and dinner for myself. Because when I tell y'all, it was a pack full of people wanted to check out this and that. I said that is why I wanted to avoid that rush. That was one. Two, when I went ahead and ordered my Uber, first the hotel I was staying at the Even. The clerk was nice enough to say, "Hey, we do have a car service, but check to see how much Uber is charging you." So it was like a $5 difference. So I went with Uber. My Uber driver was like 3 minutes away, so that was a bonus right there. My Uber driver, I would say I left around like 5, like we left around like 5:30. We didn't get there till like close to 6 o'clock. Because another thing too, I did not want to get through like no whole traffic, and I did not want to deal with like, it was about to rain. So it was like drizzling here there. So got to the airport. By the time I got to the airport, I was told, "Hey, you're a little too early," because I was trying to trying to check in my bag, but it was already too early, so I had to wait like 4 hours prior to my flight. When it got to the time for me to check in my bag, I checked my bag in the clerk. They gave me my boarding pass. Baby, when I tell you, I turned around, literally turned around, and I see a group of people. And this is what happened when I was coming to New York from Atlanta. It was a group trip. Now I turn around, I see a group of people. I guess it looked like it was a family trip or a group trip, whatever. Like, this fucking truck. Really? Now you want to turn on your blinkers? Fool. Anyways, I turn around, I see a whole group of people because I hear somebody, yelling out names, whatever, like, "Oh, it's so and so here, so so." I said, "Oh, hell no. Let me hurry up and book it to go to TSA." I booked it to TSA. TSA was a breeze. But let me tell y'all something. They are not playing when it comes to this real ID situation. Lucky for me, I had one. I already have one. I just didn't know it until like somebody like when it was like advertising on the internet like what a real ID is, and I was like, "Oh shit, I already got one." All right, I'm in the clear. So I got that done. Once I got that done, um, once I got that done and situated through TSA, I went ahead to go check to see, go find my gate. Luckily, my gate was like close by once I got down the escalator. So I went to go check to see if there's food. Well, before I did that, I went to go buy me a souvenir. I bought me some souvenirs, like the I Love New York stuff. So I gave my mom the T-shirt, but I wanted to get me I got me this because I always need like a cup when I'm driving here and running errands, and especially if I'm going to like wrestling shows and all that and whatnot. And I got me a mug. As I got to get my food, ate my food, came back and sat down. There was a flight before mine. I think it was going to Chicago. Let me tell y'all something. This is when I get to the nitty gritty. If you have a flight early as fuck, you should have got here earlier than usual. Because for what I witnessed, the first thing I witnessed was I guess there was a family waiting for their mom, because the mom was nowhere to be found for some reason. And I mean literally nowhere to be found. So the mom finally catch up to the family. So then we hear the clerk shout out some other names. I don't know what happened, but before I got up to go to go use the bathroom, it looked like they closed the doors, and somebody just came up, and the dude looked like he had a deer caught in hairlines, and the lady told him like, "Hey, you're too late." And I'm like, in the back of my mind, what the fuck were y'all doing? Because there's no way. Let me tell you something. Granted, it was like a 3-year span of me flying out to New York, but I know better. Like, if I know my flight is such and such time, I'm getting my black ass up, getting that fucking shower early as fuck, Make sure my shit is packed. I don't leave nothing behind. I'm gonna weigh my fucking suitcase. Why the fuck are you honking? Pack my suitcase. Make sure that weigh it just one more time. Make sure it's not packed past the weight limit, and I'm Gucci. And make sure I get downstairs and make sure I get my Uber quick. The minute I check out, I make sure at the same time I'm, getting my car service, like the car service that the hotel's gonna provide me, or my Uber. So I don't have to deal with that shit. And mind you, I seen with my own four eyes when I be watching some of these YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. I be seeing folks talk about, oh, like they be rushing, scrambling because they have a flight to catch within an hour. Are you fucking serious? Did y'all not think this through? Oh, okay. Okay. Like, I never understood that at all. At all. But all in all, my New York trip was a vibe. Shout out to my boy Elijah that y'all saw that y'all will see or have seen on my New York vlog. We was at the City Point. He introduced me to oxtail, grilled cheese. Now, mind y'all, it's been a minute I had oxtail because I gave up on oxtail. I said when I was in high school because growing up in New York, my oxtail, everything that was oxtail in the house, and I just got tired of it. So it was the first time me trying the oxtail grilled cheese, and it was busting. I'm not gonna hold you. Then he showed me the Italian restaurant. The staff over there was so nice. When we first went inside, I guess there was a party going on, and I believe that guy that was a manager, like he was by the bar. He looked dead in my face. I was like, "Yo, come back at 5." And I was like, I felt it. Because he looked Mills looked like he was over it with this damn party. Because when I look, I see cake at the bar. I'm like, oh, it's a birthday party. Child. He was like, where the adults at? Because it was giving that. But then when we came by, so first what we did was we sat at a Bank of America because my feet was hurting. I was like, okay, they got to be somewhere we could sit at while we wait. But we sat in a Bank of America. My feet was hurting. I think my boy Elijah, he was watching SmackDown on his phone. And we were sitting there just chopping it up. But it's along the lines like after we got up from the Bank of America, and then we went back to the Savelli. When I tell you, first of all, their bread is so skinny, and they sprinkle olive oil because it's a real Italian restaurant. They sprinkle that olive oil on there. It was light. I was not full. So by the time we shared a personal pizza, because when I saw that personal pizza, because we saw somebody else, like another customer over there, she had a personal pizza, but I know she didn't get a chance to eat the whole thing. So I told my friend, I said, look, let's share this personal pizza. When I tell you that personal pizza was fire, they sprinkled that little olive oil, chef's kiss. I was like, yo. And then my friend got a little rosé. Me, I had the bartender, one of the staff members just come in with the seltzer, because that's all I was drinking was seltzer. And I think that's another reason why the food was so light for me, because the way my body is now balanced and disciplined. Because I was thinking I was gonna come to New York with some big back shit. I'm not gonna hold you. That Friday, I went to That Friday, I went to that bakery, but the thing I messed up on, granted, I took the train and got off at President, and I'm thinking I'm walking, it's gonna be a breeze. No, that shit kicked my ass. My feet felt like it was on fire. So like, never again. I got to the bakery, sat down. Let me tell you something. That banana pudding was hitting. I did drink some water. And then I asked for some cupcakes because I was going to take some cupcakes back to my hotel, and did. I think I had 2 when I came back, and then I think I'm not going to hold you, that Saturday morning, because I didn't feel like getting up to go for breakfast. I literally went and just had those cupcakes for breakfast and called it a day and drank it down with some like water and stuff like that. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm not even going to hold you. Is this somebody? Hold on, are they out there? Not him knocking on. Child, hold on. Child, why is there somebody over there? Literally, he was there knocking on folks' doors. I think he's trying to sell water or do something like that. I was trying to get it as much as I could get him, but I did it. I just wanted to show y'all that. All right, y'all. So I made it to Lidl, so I'm about to go ahead and get some stuff from my mom. I think she said she wanted water and then a laundry detergent, and I think that was it. And from there, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to Starbucks. But at the same time, go ahead and listen to music as well to, drown out the tunes and everything like that. Hey y'all. I'm back from running errands. Oh, let me fix y'all real quick. Okay, I'm back from running errands. So this concludes the vlog. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about me. Till then, bye.